Hello, Tracy Williams here, your success coach, your results expert. Happy New Year to you. I wanted to start this first chat of the year, talking about forgiveness, which is one of the most important tools that we have in the process of transformation. You know, very often we may feel that people do some pretty awful things. Sometimes they don't even seem worthy of forgiveness. Or maybe the betrayal was so small, somebody just getting a little angry or cutting you off in traffic, that we don't feel that it's necessary to forgive. The thing is that forgiveness is not about the other person. Forgiveness is not about making what it is that they've done okay. It's not even necessarily about letting them know that you've forgiven them. Forgiveness is about letting yourself off the hook so that you can experience more joy, more fullness. It's about removing that block in you that's blocking your flow to good and the flow of love to you. I believe it was the Buddhist that said that holding a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. You see, as long as we're holding anger or resentment or something against another person for what they said or what they did, we're not free. There's part of us that's imprisoned, that's held captive by that lack of forgiveness. The truth of the matter is that whatever someone says or does, that something, that unskilled something, it's because they don't have the awareness to do things differently. They don't have the awareness to have said something differently. A Course in Miracles says that every act is either an expression of love or a call for love, regardless of how unskilled it seems. Think about that. Every act, regardless of how skilled or unskilled, is an act of love or a call out for love. Essentially, a display of fear at some level. So if someone's acting unskilled, there's a reason for it. You might be thinking, well, he acts that way because he's a jerk. Well, he might be, but if he's a jerk, there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. The way that he or she was raised, the experience that they've had earlier that day, the stuff that they're dealing with. That person, the he or the she, is not aware of how to act differently. If they did understand that acting differently would get them different results, they would operate differently. Now, forgiveness doesn't mean that you have to hang out with people that you don't want to hang out with. It doesn't mean that you need to befriend people that you don't necessarily connect with. But it's a shift of perception, and it starts with compassion. See, if we understand that there's a reason that individuals act or have acted in a certain way, we don't even need to know what that reason is in order to shift our perspective. Knowing that there's a reason is enough for us to forgive, and in doing so, we spit out that potion that's poisoning us. We release the block in us that's blocking love's presence and our ability to connect with our infinite power. Forgiveness doesn't change the past, but it changes the present and it transforms the future. This week, I encourage you to think of a grudge or a non-forgiveness that you've been holding on to. Possibly you want to write a letter to that person. Maybe that person is you. Let that person know that you understand that they're doing the best they can with the awareness that they had at the time or that they have at the time. You're not making it okay. You're simply stating that you understand, that you now understand. You don't have to send the letter. If you choose to send it, go right ahead. Use your intuition to decide whether that's important. Again, this is not about them. This is about releasing the block in you. So writing the letter out, sending it or not, you can burn it, you can put it in the trash, you can send it, you can do whatever it is that allows you to move forward. This is going to release the block in you and allow your heart to expand. Start playing around a little bit with forgiveness. And at the end of the day, think about even what tiny little things you might forgive. And you'll be surprised at how much more free you become. Until next time, Tracy Williams.